Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and today on Tips and Techniques we're talking how to make hummus. So hummus is a super popular spread or puree that's made out of chickpeas, sesame or tahini, a little lemon juice, and some garlic. Now from there's some flair that you can add to it. And we're gonna do a little bit of that today. But those four items are really kind of what the basis of hummus is and what makes it taste so great. Now the process of actually putting together hummus, super simple, takes very little time. But the first thing we're gonna do is start with a little bit of that flair. And today we're gonna be roasting off some peppers to add to our hummus. So today we're gonna be roasting off some peppers on the Yoder Smokers YS640S pellet grill. We're running at 450 degrees. It really doesn't matter what kind of grill you're using. The idea here is you want a really intense high heat directly on the peppers. So what we're looking to do is blacken the outside of these peppers. We're gonna throw them into a bag, let them steam until the skins fall off, and then we're left with this smoky, tender flesh of the pepper. So we're just gonna go here right over the direct heat, direct flame. We'll close this lid up because that'll kind of help those skins to start to release, and then we're gonna be turning these around to get color on all sides. All right, so getting some good char on those jalapeños there. Turn those around. Starting to get some good color on the red bell as well. So that's about what we're looking for on the jalapeno there. Blackened on all sides, but we really haven't damaged the flesh yet, just the skin there. We've got a couple spots here where you see that skin starting to release. Just give that just a minute longer. And then the bell pepper's getting there, but needs a little more time. All right, now that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off. Just add that to the baggie with the jalapenos. Seal it up and let it steam for about 10 to 15 minutes. So here's kind of that core that we were talking about. We've got our garbanzo beans or chickpeas right here, about 1.25 cups, 1 can. These are canned, they've been rinsed. Then we've got our tahini, which is ground sesame seeds, lemon and garlic, and then we've got our extra flavors. So some fresh basil we're gonna use today, some ground cumin, and then you're gonna need some salt. I'm using black garlic infused salt. And last we have those peppers that we'll kind of add here in a little bit. And we're gonna go straight into the food processor with all of these ingredients. Now for our tahini, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons. This is what really gives it that nice creamy mouthfeel, as well as that sesame flavor. Love it. Also gonna do 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. We'll strain the seeds out of our lemon here. And then 1, 2, 3. So now we're gonna do a couple cloves of garlic. Let's go ahead and peel those and give them a rough chop before throwing them in the food processor. But now we're gonna get into kind of those extras. So we're gonna do some fresh basil in here. We'll do about 3 tablespoons of this as well once it's minced down. Stems and leaves are all good. There's flavor in all of it. We're gonna puree it up. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of fat in the form of extra virgin olive oil. Use a really nice quality one, and this fat is gonna help carry all those flavors throughout our puree. Speaking of the flavors, we're gonna come in now with a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and of course you have to have a little bit of salt. We'll start with a little pinch of our black garlic salt, and we can always adjust that later. So now there's all kinds of other things that we can use to flavor a hummus. Today we're doing the roasted peppers, as you know, and even when it comes to the roasted peppers, we have some decisions to make. Do we want to throw them in and puree them down completely? Do we want to dice them up and kind of fold them in at the end? It's totally up to you. I'd say we're gonna do a little bit of both today. We're gonna add some to the actual puree, and then we're gonna have some for that like physical difference in texture so that when you're eating it, you know that you're eating a bit of a roasted pepper. All right, so for those peppers, let's go ahead and add 1/2 of them to the puree and 1/2 later. We'll take 1/2 of this bell pepper and 1 of the jalapenos. And so we're just gonna get rid of those stem ends. We'll split these open. I'm gonna get rid of all the seeds from the inside. And you flip that over, come to the flesh side here on the outside, and just start to scrape off that charred skin. So again, what we're left with here is just that smoky, soft flesh of the pepper. We do the same thing there with the bell pepper, get the seeds out of there. Flip these over and get rid of the skin. And when we fire roast peppers in this way, not only do we get the benefit of that smokiness, but you see here in this skin how it's kind of tough, right? That doesn't break down super easy. Sometimes you notice that texture. And to get rid of that, it's kind of nice, because now we've just got this soft pepper in here. So we'll clean the other half of these up. We'll dice them up to throw in at the very end, or on top, I should say, at the very end. All right, so now we're just going to blitz it. I'm gonna puree this down. Probably do a little stopping and scraping here, checking out that consistency. But keeping in mind that different ingredients that you add to this will have different water content. So in the end, you may want to add a little bit of water if you want to thin it out a little bit. Just take a peek. So we're still a little chunky there. We want to smooth it out. Smells great. Scrape down the sides and let it keep going. All right, now we're starting to really get it broken down. And you can do this for as long or as little time as you like. You're really just looking for your preferred consistency on this. I don't think we're gonna need to add much in the way of liquid to thin it out. It's looking pretty good as far as that goes. Just gonna let it break down a little bit more. All right, well that's looking pretty good. That's about where I want it to be. Let's have a little taste and see if we need to adjust the salt level at all. No, I think I like it right where it's at. It's got a really great flavor to it. I'm doubting myself. Just a touch more salt. But man, I'm getting all the fresh stuff. That basil tastes great in there. That pepper tastes great in there. And then it's bright. It's got some brightness from that lemon for sure. I like where we're headed. Those peppers have a nice water content. It's kind of what thinned out our hummus today. Man, that looks pretty dang good. Throw down our roasted peppers there in the middle. Easy hummus. Get some veggies. Maybe you like some pita. But that is a great little snack right there. All right, let's get a taste. Heck yeah. I love it, man. This is not gonna last long. You might wanna double the recipe. Ooh, I just got a little bit of that jalapeno heat, which I love. And you can totally leave that out if you don't want it to be hot at all. No jalapenos, no problem. But we'll clean this up in no time. And it really took no time to make. Super easy way to make a really tasty hummus. And as good as it is right now, it gets even better if it sits overnight. And then when you want to pretty it up to serve it, a little bit more of that high quality EVOO, maybe just a little shake of our Cattleman's Grill everything bagel seasoning. That's ready for the party. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all of the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All Things Barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.